Hey guys, because we really struggled finding a time and everyone could all meet up at the boathouse, I thought I'd just do it over a computer and then you can watch it wherever you are. So basically, let's just have a quick talk about what we managed to do this term, plans for holiday and also plans for next term and the rest of the year. So as for this term, I know it's been a little bit disruptive in terms of boathouses being broken. There's been lots of flooding, but I think one of the things we struggle with this term is consistency. And if we're gonna make improvements as we go forward, the thing that I'm gonna really need to see from a lot of people is a long-term commitment. And the thing about rowing and work combined together is, yes, it's hard, but if you schedule your time properly, it's very manageable. And I find it can actually be helpful. It's good to have something to go to take your mind off work and get some energy out, because you have so much pent-up energy from just sitting around working all day. So it's actually quite a good thing if you're literally completely snowed under with work and you're working flat out, then obviously you can't. I think next term I'd like to see is much more commitment in terms of scheduling your time properly, so we can get to as many sessions as possible. As for this holiday, I'm going to attach with this video this document, which is a whole load of stretches and core exercises. It should be fairly self-explanatory. There are diagrams with it telling you how to do it, how many to do, so on and so forth. Basically, there's a hamstring stretch, which I'll put it this way, if you're really committed about rowing and you really want to push forward with it next term and move towards a place in the boat for the head of the river and then for Henley, you need to be doing this. There's a hamstring stretch, which spend about somewhere between 2 to 5 minutes every day, and it's just something that you do. Just try and get into the routine of doing it, because it's so useful for increasing your hamstring flexibility, which is what I've been talking about in terms of being able to rock over off the back of the stroke and being able to set yourself up properly for the catch. That's so important. And then also there's a whole load of core exercises there. It should be fairly self-explanatory as well. They should really hurt. No matter how good you are at core, you could either always do it faster or do it for long. If you find it's too hard, then you can take the reps down, you can take the time down. If you're finding it too easy, then you can increase it, but it really needs to be hard. It really needs to get a good burn in the core going. Basically, I'm going to be doing the core exercises every other day, because it all together should be about a half an hour workout. So that's what I recommend, but if you can only do it every 3 days or whatever, then that's fine. As for other stuff, if you've got access to an ergo, then please use it. Just do long, steady stuff. You know, the kind of stuff you do, half-hour ergs, 2x6Ks, low rate, just getting that mileage in. There's no point in doing flat-out ergs on your own, because you're just not going to get much out of it. But keep an eye on your scores, and if you see that they're improving, then that's obviously a good thing. And if you don't have access to an ergo, then just general fitness stuff, running, cycling. A whole load of you are probably going skiing. That's quite good fitness stuff. Right. In terms of moving on to next term, it's going to start getting really serious next term for those people that want to be serious about it. I really want to get a decent crew to head of the river, That has to be an 8. And then I really want to get a crew qualified for Henley. Whether that's a 4 or an 8, I'm not sure yet. What's going to start happening is I'm going to start putting out ranked crews. I'm going to be setting the lineup before sessions on the Facebook page, and if people aren't there without telling me, and if they start pissing around and aren't putting in the effort required, the minimum effort required just to show up, then I'm going to stop putting them in boats, because my goal is to make this squad as good as it can be. And if people aren't going to show the commitment to come down to training without even telling me, then I'm not going to bother trying to plan them into the squad. As I said, if you have a legitimate reason, then it's fine. As long as it doesn't become like a persistent problem and you tell me about it beforehand, I'm fine with it. But if it's things like, if you're saying you've got too much work because you just can't be bothered to come down, or if you've got a hair appointment looking at e-styles, then that's not really good enough. You start seeing real focus towards making the crew as good as possible, and by getting the same crew out lots of times, that's how we're going to get better. So thanks for this term. I know it's been a little bit challenging. Hopefully it's been quite fun as well. I found it quite stressful, but also quite enjoyable. Hope you guys all have a really good Christmas, and yeah, I'll see you in January.